What's going on, guys? Very important video for you today, because check it out on screen. We have Bitcoin prices surging to over $90,000. You already know, guys, since the beginning of the year, every single week without fail, I've been telling you guys, get your position in Bitcoin. Make sure you get your position in Bitcoin, because 2025, this thing is going higher, right? I'm all about helping you guys make money. I'm all about putting the dollars back into your pockets. I know too many people trying to take money from you guys. I know you got the debt collectors trying to take money from you guys. I know you guys got your landlords trying to take money from you. I know the banks are trying to take money from you, but I'm here to put money back into all of your pockets. But check it out. Bitcoin is on the rise right now, and we need to speak about this, all right? Because this is big news, guys. This is the highest price we've seen in Bitcoin for the last 7 weeks. And over here, we know that Bitcoin this year has explosive potential. As I said, I'm trying to get all of you guys winning with me. All right, guys, it's not fun winning alone. I want the team to be winning with me. All right, so when we all win, we can all celebrate together. That's what it's all about, guys. So Bitcoin's doing phenomenal things today. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at what Bitcoin is doing on the charts, guys, because we want to know what this thing is going to be doing next. I don't want it catching any of you guys off guard. I want all of you guys to be one step ahead of the game. All right, so currently, listen, Bitcoin's at $91,000. Amazing move that we've seen from Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, check out on the week. Listen, guys, we couldn't ask for more. How much more do you want than what we're seeing on screen right now? That's a beautiful looking chart. Before I get any further, you guys let me know what your Bitcoin position is, right? What you've got in Bitcoin. Have you started accumulating Bitcoin? Are you planning to accumulate Bitcoin? Even if you are, though, listen, I'm gonna have to tell you guys off because you're late. But that being said, I can't be too mad because we know this thing's got massive potential, right? And guys, don't be shy. Let me know in the comment section what you are operating with in Bitcoin. All right, I want to see what the whole team is doing. I want to see who's on the ball here and who is ready for the climb in this name. Listen, $92 in Bitcoin is what we call a level of resistance. That's going to be a level. That's going to be a test. All right, that's going to be a test for Bitcoin. There's a lot of sellers up there who are looking to take their position off the table. So that's going to be a challenging price point for this thing to move above. So I don't want any of you guys getting discouraged if we don't see Bitcoin rising above 92,000 or 93,000 in the next couple of days, right? You heard it here first. That is where, you know, the sellers are going to take some of their profits. That's where the buyers are going to have a little bit of difficulty pushing the price higher. But nevertheless, doesn't matter, guys, because we know where this is going. And before I get any further, some of you guys might be thinking, all right, listen, I would love to buy Bitcoin, but I just don't have the resources to do that. Listen, this is what we do over at the Patreon. You already know, guys. All right, listen, check it out. We got Haz from over the Patreon. This is our last position, made $250. Right, doesn't stop there. All the team winning over there. Lee doing amazing, up 40% on that last position. Miffin up 60% on that last position. And guys, this is how we use the markets to go ahead and get into some of these incredible plays with massive opportunity like Bitcoin. All right, so we're over in the options market using calls and puts to print money in our short-term positions to then put back into the market in other places to duplicate it and to multiply it. I want to teach you guys the game. I want you guys to have incredible success, and this is how you play the game of the markets, guys. This is how you do it. So make sure you're with us over at the Patreon, ready for the next move, so you guys can take advantage and enjoy some of these opportunities. And guys, listen, we're not about getting 5% or 10% in the market. Anything I put you guys in, it's all about the ability to double our money. I don't want nothing less than 100% for all the guys over here. Okay, so any single opportunity I'm giving you guys, just know it has the ability to double, and it will. And it's exactly what we're operating with in Bitcoin since we picked this up the beginning of the year, somewhere around that 70,000 mark. And yes, we know that Bitcoin is doubling. Things look amazing for this, guys. You see what's happening all my brothers and sisters over in the States, the US dollar being devalued at the moment, that means, guys, the currency is worth less. That means it doesn't go as far as it used to. It means things are more expensive. Means that things are more challenging. Listen, Bitcoin thrives in that type of environment. Why? Because it's a hedge against the failures of the financial system. And this is the economy and this is the market that we are operating in. If you're smart and if you're with me and if you're switched on, you will be building in this hedge into your overall investing and trading activities. It's very, very important, guys. So Bitcoin thrives in this type of environment where currencies are being devalued, where we have inflation risk, where we have recession risk, okay, where we are operating in a environment where we have these high interest rates, okay. Bitcoin thrives in this type of environment. So I want you guys to know that. I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to be prepared for this thing to move higher. Remember, if you don't have the resources, if you don't have the capital, please join us over the Patreon so I can help you make money, so you can get into this and you can win with us. All right, I don't want to leave any of you guys behind because we've been climbing, we've been building this year, and I want to take every single one of you guys along to the top with me. All right, everybody around here is prospering. And listen, the star of the show today is Bitcoin. Phenomenal performance. I'm looking at the screen all around. We couldn't ask for more, up 5%. We love to see it, but guess what, guys? This thing is going higher. We know that at the back end of the year is where we get the peak of the cycle. Okay, don't want to send you guys to sleep now, but listen, if you're doubling your money, you guys should be wide awake with me. Peak of the cycle, we're expecting this thing to clock in $150,000, guys. You already know over here we operate and we work with the big bucks. Okay, so 150,000 is going to be an incredible price point for Bitcoin to reach, and it will do that because we know we have these structured cycles in Bitcoin. All right, so incredible things. But listen, it's a couple of ways that we play the market. It's a couple of ways that we enjoy Bitcoin, everything it's got to offer. And this is one of the hidden ways. GameStop currently $27.55. You guys already know I'm operating with a $50,000 position in this one. We're taking this higher. Okay, things been climbing ever since, week by week. Look at that week performance, guys. We couldn't ask for more. How much more do you guys want? Okay, how much more could we ask for? Listen, just a week ago, this thing was 25, moved up to 26. Now it's moved up to 27, knocking on the door to $30. And listen, once it breaches and passes through $30, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a monumental event for GameStop this year. Okay, guys. So this is another way to play the rise that we are seeing in Bitcoin. This is another way to play the fact that the cards, the chips are in the favor of Bitcoin this year. Right, listen, so we know stock market's in the dumps at the moment, but you already know that doesn't stop us making money. All right, and I don't want you guys to get wrapped up in all of this scaremongering and all this fear talk out there about recessions and this and that and this and that. Listen, you can always make money in the markets. I'm always going to help you guys make as much money as possible. Speaking of as much money as possible, check it out. All right, I'm looking at this thing today. This is what we call, this is Mara. Currently it's $13, almost $14. But you already know, guys, you already know. We're not going to buy the stock. We're not going to buy the stock. If we want to make money in the markets, what do, guys? We go to the options market. Yes, this is where you make the big bucks, guys. If you want to make money in the markets, it's through the options market. We don't want to be out there buying stock, waiting for 7%, 5% here. No, we want to make 100%. How do we make 100%? The options market allows us to do that. Okay, so check it out. We've got the options market for Mara. Anytime I see this thing make a significant move, it's game time. It's go time on this one. All right, so looking at a couple of options here. I know some of you guys are very new to options. And guys, this is how we make a lot of money. This is how we print the money. Okay, this is where it starts from. Starts from the options chain. They say the magic happens in the bedroom. No. The magic happens on the options chain, guys. Yes, and this is the options chain. So a lot of you guys will be new to this. So I want you guys just to see the options chain, get a bit of a flavor for it. And want you guys to understand how cheap it is to get into options. Okay, so an option here on Mara, I'm looking at some put options here, go for $70, $97, $50, $35. You see how cheap that is, guys? You see how cheap that is to get in and play the game in the options market? There's no reason why every single one of you guys watching shouldn't be active with us in the options market, because it's the barrier for entry is very low, and I'm supporting you guys every step of the way. All right, so eyes peeled on Mara options towards the middle or back end of the week. So listen, options are super cheap for this thing. This is how you play the game of the markets, because with the options, it allows us to double our money, allows us to triple our money, scale our accounts, grow our accounts in ways that we can't do anywhere else. You can't do this type of thing in the stock market. You can't do this type of thing in real estate, and you can't do this type of thing in business, especially at the speed that you can do it in the options market, guys. So listen, incredible week so far. Amazing move in Bitcoin. All of you guys, let me know what you are operating with in Bitcoin, and we're getting excited for the climb. I hope you guys are as pumped as I am, guys, because listen, 2025 is the year that we all make the most amount of monies we've ever made in our entire lives, right? So it's a big year. It's already been an amazing year, but it's going to continue to be a phenomenal year, right, guys? So that's me signing out. See all of you guys on the next one.